Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing with you my top nudes for women of color. These are some of my favorites, but first let's talk about what in the world does neutral mean? What is a neutral tone? I feel like this can be something that is extremely debatable just simply because everyone's eyes sees tones and hues differently. So please keep that in mind. Also, something else when dealing with neutrals is it's really going to be, this is just in the realm of makeup because that's what we're talking about. Hold on, I forgot to turn one light on. Okay, that's better. Like I was saying, that's really going to determine majority on what your skin tone is. For instance, what may be a neutral for me might not be a neutral for you if you are lighter than me, and vice versa. So whenever I think of neutral, I always like to think of it in terms of what's going to be the easiest. So like fashion. Okay, so styling, clothing, with your fashion pieces that are neutral tones. Neutral tones typically are tones that can be worn with anything. It's a staple piece, right? That's how I view neutral lipsticks. Nude lipsticks. These are lipsticks that can be worn with any look. It's not gonna clash. So also something else to think about with nudes are, although it is a neutral color right in the middle, like you can't see too much of a tone, there are brown nudes, there are pinky nudes, there are cool nudes, there are warm nudes, and that's where it gets tricky because again, it's going to be very, very dependent on your undertone and also what tones you like to see yourself in. The majority of mine are all going to be either with a brown undertone or a little bit of a pinky undertone. So let's go ahead and get into it. That's just Amber's philosophy and theory. Now that's not written in the books anywhere. That's just how I view it and how I see it in the easiest way that I could truly really think to break it down to you. So we're gonna put all these on my lips, so my lips are gonna be ashy, busted, and disgusted after this, but that's okay. The first nude we are going to be talking about is MAC Impulsive. This is their Powder Kisses line. While I'm not the biggest fan of the Powder Kisses line, just simply because it's not the formula, I just find that I really have to build this shade up for it to show up on my lips, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Let me wipe off my lip product here. While I don't think it's a bad product, like I said, it just really irritates me. I feel like I have to really build up the color. However, I love this shade on the lips. And this is MAC Powder Kisses in Impulsive. This next shade here is another MAC lipstick. This is an oldie but a goodie. This has been my favorite nude for forever. This is MAC. I got a brand new one, boom, in the shade Taupe. Ooh, I love this. Now this one, unlike Impulsive, is a matte finish. Now, like I was saying a couple of videos ago, just in regards to MAC lipsticks, I feel like their matte formulas for shades that are deeper, neutrals, are super creamy, but once you start getting into those like Ruby Woo and All Fired Up, they just kind of crumble off your lips. I don't have any issues with this. This one is definitely a much more of a deeper brown nude than Impulsive, and I'll swatch Impulsive right next to it for you. So on this side here we have Impulsive, and then over here we have Taupe. So Impulsive, Taupe. And you can see the difference. Again, they are in the same category. Like I said, Taupe is just a little bit deeper and has a little bit more of a brown undertone to it. Our next shade is what I would call on my skin tone a cool neutral. This is MAC lipstick in the shade Whirl. This is the shade Whirl here, and it's definitely more of a pinky, cooler neutral. Now, I view this as a neutral. Do you guys view this as a neutral? See, this is where it can get tricky again because what I view as neutral in the hues and the tones that I see in a lip color, someone else might not see, and that doesn't necessarily make them wrong. It's just everyone sees things differently. However, for me, I definitely see this as a neutral. So this is MAC in the shade Whirl. Another oldie but a goodie. All done with MAC lipsticks. Next up, this is a shade I never hear anyone talking about, never hear no one talking about these lipsticks. I've had mine for a minute now, but this is the Tarte Color Splash in the shade Boardwalk. Y'all know I love me a good brown tone. This is a beautiful brown tone nude. Now, obviously, if you are lighter than me, this ain't gonna be a nude on you. However, if you are my shade or deeper, this is going to be a stunning nude. Again, this is the shade Boardwalk by Tarte Cosmetics Color Splash Lipstick. Moving on, we've got some drugstore products. This next one is Maybelline lipstick in raw chocolate. All right, now raw chocolate to me is definitely what I would call a more pinkier nude, more mauve tone nude. I love this. This is such a comfortable lipstick to wear, and it is affordable. So make sure you check this out if you were into tones like this. Our next lipstick is the Loreal Color Rich lipstick in Sienna Supreme. Y'all know for a minute I was wearing this all the time. This is yet again another brown tone nude, but this is like legit brown, a warm brown, which is why I love it so much. I feel like Tarte Boardwalk is more of a cooler tone brown, but this is a warm brown. So pretty. This is so comfortable too. How does Maybelline get their lipsticks to be this comfortable, this pigmented, but yet still affordable? I don't know. Bomb. Of course, keep in mind, if you're using a traditional lipstick, it is going to transfer. Nothing we can do about it. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of liquid lipsticks, so you're not going to see me use them often. I get that question a lot with lipsticks. People ask me, is it transfer proof? No. This is not transfer proof, and none of the lipsticks that I have shown you so far were. So just wanted to put that out there for you. And this is Sienna Supreme. Then I wasn't gonna show this one because I feel like it might be discontinued. However, this is my favorite. This is Bite Beauty Muse Abuse lipstick in the shade Libra. Libra gang. Love. And this one isn't quite as warm as Sienna Supreme. I wasn't thinking. I should have got two of these. I'm gonna check and see if this is limited edition. Well, I know it's limited edition. I'm gonna check to see if it's still available, because if it is, I'm gonna buy another one. Love it. And this is the shade that I was wearing when Bite Beauty reposted me on their Instagram. Funny story, I almost didn't post that photo on my Instagram because I felt like that photo wasn't good enough. So long story short, no matter what it is in life, even if you think something's not good enough, go for it anyway, because there is someone watching. The right people are probably watching you, and they're gonna like it, and it's gonna help you progress. So keep that in mind. Oh, and the Bite Beauty lipsticks are so comfortable. Now we are moving on to some lip glosses. These first three are more of like a pinky tone. This is ABH Gloss in the shade Amber. ABH lip glosses are so pigmented. Oh my goodness. And this is ABH lip gloss in the shade Amber. Now we have an affordable gloss, NYX Butter Gloss. If you're looking for an affordable option for gloss, bomb. This is in the shade Madeline. It is a very, very nice sheer tone lip gloss. It's not anywhere as close to the pigmentation as ABH. However, if you want something like a nudie lip, but you don't want too much pigment, this is bomb. This is also great if you want to put it on top of another shade. Really, really pretty. NYX Butter Gloss in Madeline. Next up, we have a Bite Beauty French Press Gloss in the shade Salted Caramel. Same thing for this one. This is a nudie gloss. Great for a topper. In fact, sometimes when I wear Impulsive, I will top it off with this one. Bite Beauty French Press in Salted Caramel. Then the last two are brown tone glosses. We have ABH Gloss in the shade Sepia. Now Sepia to me is definitely more so of a cooler tone brown. I still dig it. So pigmented, so glossy, beautiful. Then we have another gloss here by Bite Beauty. This is the French Press Gloss in the shade French Press, and it is a beautiful brown tone. Favorite thing about this Bite French Press brown tone gloss is that it's just enough opacity. It's not too sheer, but it's not like boom, pow, pigment. I feel like it is just the perfect amount. So this is a really, really pretty brown tone. It's almost got like a little bit more of a purple undertone. I love it. And then last but not least, I have one liquid lipstick, just one. And if you know me, you probably guessed it already. That is the Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in Unveiled. I saved the matte one for last. And this is Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Unveil. Like I said earlier, I'm not a huge liquid lipstick wearer. If I do choose to wear one, my favorite formula is by Kat Von D. I found that hers tend to be the most comfortable for me. Fenty makes great ones as well. I was looking at some of the other colors because they launched some new ones. I went in, I swatched them. They are all very, very beautiful. However, I had to have a gut check moment because y'all know we ain't buying everything that comes out. And I was looking at the colors and I said to myself, Amber, first of all, how often do you reach for your other two Fenty Stunna paints? This one and the red one. Okay, not that often. Secondly, how often am I gonna wear those colors? Not often. So that is my little spiel on the Fenty Stunna Lip Paints. Something else that I don't do, I'm not a lip liner fan for myself, and if I can be totally honest, it's because I'm lazy. I do not have time to sit there and draw the line. Like, no. I'm not a lip liner person when I'm working on a client, just absolutely, but on myself, I don't have the time, all right? So those are all of my nudes that I feel look great on women of color. Down below, let me know if you saw some that you're thinking about trying. Also, I know there are so many more nudes out there. Again, please keep an open mind. Everybody sees things differently. You guys know the deal. Keep it simple, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.